Hey, it's Kim here and welcome back to my Great Games Done Slow series where we have been playing through different scenarios in Age of Empires. Last night we made our own map in the scenario builder and now we're going to play on that map tonight, but I also want to just start off by saying thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far. It has absolutely been heartwarming and mind-blowing to see that happen. And again, I have another game giveaway for today as well. I have a humble bundle, that's fun to say, with TimeFrame and Lacuna passage in it. But I guess we'll just get into the game and be a little mindful and relax and take some time for ourselves. So in we go with hopefully sound in the game and everything like that. So we are playing with my team. Hopefully everything is nice and easy and we're friends. I'm pretty sure that's what we set in the game, in the scenario. I've also gone back and fixed it where I got rid of the lions from Lion Island, because as much as they were really fun, we've been really mindful and we haven't been playing with conflict as everyone is our ally, and I didn't want to kind of ruin that by having us mass slaughter a whole bunch of lions just to get some gold off of the gold island. Appreciating the animation and using that to sort of ground ourselves as we play. Because it's definitely taking these little moments that, you know, they're the mindful moments in gaming, to actually take the time to watch things happen and that sort of thing, not getting caught up in what our next action will be, but actually focusing what our current action is and seeing that be completed. So we're gonna walk around. I'm definitely going to build a scout. I do want to try and discover and reveal our map because I am really kind of proud. Oh, we did actually make the logo. That was pretty interesting. So I would like to be able to see some of it. Oh, and he's already done. So we're going to get onto stone. So we're just sort of resource gathering a bit earlier than I have been on previous nights, because tonight's goal is to build a wonder. So we will probably eventually have quite a few people being a bit busy as we do this, but we're still definitely going to take the time, like especially like watching them walk and things like that. They have a really nice pace at this speed anyway for walking. So we've got another guy. So what do we want him to do? Let's build a house. We won't build a house because we need more wood. Let's get him cutting wood then. It's about this sort of game, I feel like, can be representative of how you help yourself as well in managing time and that sort of thing, and making sure you're looking after your needs in the areas that need the attention, that sort of thing. And even moments of, if we want to put it towards self-care or something like that, you know, there are times when you need to take a break and step back and be home, level up. But we need 500 food, so I'm going to make a second person, a new villager that we're going to walk over and follow him along to the berries, and we'll help out there. And I did raise my goal for tonight just for the fun of it, because I'm blown away by, we've actually almost tripled my original goal, and just that showing of support means an awful lot to me. So I just thought, you know, we'd go for broke, just raise it just for the fun of it, but really we have achieved so much more than I thought I would actually get in this campaign. And even just personally taking part in this has been amazing. I've actually found it incredibly calming for myself to play a game in this way, to stop instead of being frantic about how I'm making my decisions and trying to just maximize all of my time. Like, taking time for the little things has been a really unique way and interesting way for for me to play that I've really enjoyed. Got a couple of guys doing our food. I might build one more dude and get him on stone, because we are going to need a lot of resources to build a wonder in the end. Going to need, I think it's 1,000 each if I remember correctly. We've got a very good roll to their walk. Really enjoy it. So we'll head on over to the stone as well. Now, I do have a question in the title for the stream. If you're the kind of person who plays multiplayer games, if you have a multiplayer, like a favourite moment that you can recall. I have a couple in mind. Even one in a game, I know not many people find it a calming game to play, but I actually find Overcooked really calming, and we have Overcooked 2, and my friend was over for a convention and I helped her and my friend Talia, and oh, hello friend. So I think now that we've got a good base, I think we might get started on exploring the islands. It is reconnecting. That'll be my internet. I can't do much about that, unfortunately. Seems like my internet's cutting out a little bit. I'm very sorry about that, but that's what I get for being in an apartment, and being in Australia, we don't have the greatest of internets. But we're taking a little walk around the map. We're building the controller shape that we created on our scenario builder last night, which is part of the Great Games Done Slow logo. So here we've got the control stick. So we've got the left part of the controller down here, and this forest here was the control stick, represented by a forest that can't quite get seen. I think we might need a stable. So to get a stable, we need a barracks. So we'll just plot that anywhere because we don't really need enemies. Hey, oh, how do I pronounce your name? Ovoid? Favourite multiplayer memory? There's the time my sister and I were at an airport that we had a fighting game available, and we may be slightly competitive and loud count. Absolutely. If it is something you look back on fondly, I think that is a great thing to remember. Like, I just sort of, I guess, I'm a big fan of multiplayer games. I love to play multiplayer, and I particularly love co-op. I don't actually play online, but anytime I get to spend with someone else playing a game and sharing a game with someone else, even doing this, I consider this quite multiplayer. Like, I'm happy to take suggestions as you watch if you've got ideas, and I just enjoy being with other people. And some of my memories are things like trying to play Mario Kart or Smash Brothers on the 64 upside down with my sister, because for some reason we decided it wasn't hard enough, and that's the best way to increase difficulty, was to play it upside down, and by laying backwards on the couch and that sort of thing. And just having sort of small moments, and the way that video games connect people, I think it's wonderful. But what we're doing tonight is we're fundraising for Great Games Done Slow. If you haven't heard of it, or haven't heard of Checkpoint, that's who we're raising money for. They're a charity here in Australia who support gamers in their mental health. And what I'm doing is playing some Age of Empires, and we're trying to do it as slowly as possible. This is a map that we built last night, and oh, look at these guys have been busy chopping wood. Good thing we've got plenty of forest that we built them. Okay, and we've already got enough, I think, for our first upgrade on age. So what I've enjoyed doing for these bits while we level up is to just take this time to breathe. So I've actually also been stretching at my computer. So what I've been doing is I've been breathing in and stretching up as high as I can go. And then when I breathe out, just relax and let my shoulders sink and just taking a moment. Is it possible to turn down the game soundtrack? Absolutely it is, because we have separate little things. Tali, let me know how that is for you, if that's helped out sound-wise. There were stalls that you were perched on, may have been trying to shove each other off in order to gain strategic advantage. That all counts, as well as putting your hands in front of people's eyes, maybe bumping their controller a little bit, you know, that's all tactics. I don't know if it's allowed in esports now that everything's going professional, but surely for at-home things, totally allowed. It's the same as my little sister once flicked the controller on my older sister when we were playing Mario Party as to whether she should say yes or no to a star, and my sister ended up saying no. It's all about taking the advantage. Thank you. Oh, Talia, I'm glad the sound's fixed for you. I don't want you to have, you know, as much as this soundtrack is great, having it blaring in your head, not great. We're nearly at the end of leveling up, so I'm going to take one more breath if you guys want to do it with me. A little stretch up, breathe in through your nose, stretch as high as you can go, and then breathe out through your mouth. And relax and come down. And just sort of enjoy that feeling of your body stretching and like focusing on how that feels. And I always need that because I have terrible shoulders from sitting at a computer all day. And we've done our first level up. So I'm going to check what we need. We need 2 tall age buildings and more food. So we're almost there for it anyway. We're going to try and meet these criteria. We are going to build a stable out here in the middle of nowhere because we're not being strategic at all and we're probably hindering our allies, but we'll do what we do. Having alarms set on your computer is a great idea. Having notifications is just like, because these little things we forget to do even while streaming. When I first started streaming, which I don't do often, but the first time I forgot to blink for about 3 or 4 hours and my eyes were so tired and sore afterwards. So now I'm much better at blinking, but the second time I was like, please remind me to blink, because I was so focused on having multiple screens and that sort of thing. It was something I forgot to do. And even at computers at work, it's something to sort of stop and remind yourself to look after yourself, because as much as, you know, work should care about you, you know, you are also sitting there with a task to do, and taking those 2 minutes to stretch is good for yourself, even though it feels a little, you know, like you should be at work at all times. I'm glad everyone's stretched and feels really good. We're going to be doing that every time we level up the age, because I think that means we get 3 or 4 stretches at least in the next hour as we play through this, and it'll be a nice little, you know, connect with yourself. We can do other little mindful things, like if you're sitting and you can feel the floor, we can feel it with our feet and that sort of thing. You've never played Age of Empires. Are you too young to have played it, because this is obviously quite old? Or is this just it wasn't on your scope? Okay, we've got these 3 getting more food because we need more food. And I think we're going to need some more people cutting wood, so we'll do that as well. Tyler, did we not blink with overhood? No, we forgot to blink. We were taking time between, weren't we? And yes, our very poor eyes. But there have definitely been... This is why I'm wearing glasses tonight, because I've been at my desk all day for work as well. So I wanted to wear my glasses so my eyes are a little more relaxed. Because usually I'm slightly vain when I'm making videos and I don't wear my glasses. I'm going to build a few more houses so we're not going to get so limited on our units, because I think we get up to 50 units. Not that I think we'll ever get to 50, because we don't have to go into combat for this, because we are allies. Normally you would fill a lot of your units up with anyone, like your people from the barracks, so you guys with the clubs or the archers and things like that, but just because we're only doing resources and building a wonder, we don't have to worry too much about protecting ourselves, so we mostly will probably fill up with villagers if we even get that many to begin with. So we've got a bit more space. Oh, your parents were into education. You know what, we had them. We had Maths Blaster and things like that, but I had no idea that Mario taught typing. I think that's incredible. I would have been all over that. We personally had Spell It 3. That's the first game as far as games ever that I remember playing. But if you wanted to count like games for entertainment only, it was definitely Sonic the Hedgehog 2 at my aunt's. We had Maths Blaster, In Search of Spot, which honestly when I go home for Christmas I might pick up because I want to revisit that because I loved it so much. Then we had Reading Blaster as well. And all three of them I loved and I learnt and aced a lot. And I think educational games are really good. Oh, here's my best bud. You know, Mario has done everything. Mario's a bit like Barbie in a way. He's got so many professions. You cheated. How could you cheat at typing? Please explain. And I feel like Age of Empires is something I totally would have argued with my parents about it being educational, because it does teach you how to set goals, it teaches you resource management because it's a real-time strategy game, it obviously teaches you time management, and I think a multitude of other things. But I also had to fight with my parents a fair bit about having games in the house. They weren't too keen on it. But Age of Empires was one we got off a cereal box back in the day, got it off Nutrigrain, and I bring it with me. What's the horse's name this time? I'm not sure. Last time he was Trojan. I haven't thought of a clever horse name this time. Because sometimes, I don't know. I will take suggestions, happy to take suggestions for horse names. We could always go with Stormy, that's a good horse name. The first horse I ever learned to ride on was Stormy. As we go around and discover the last little bit of our map, he's doing a great job. Then we're going to take him around the world. And also, I wish we had Where in the World Was Carmen Sandiego. One, because I'm terrible at geography, so I could probably do with learning. And two, I think that would be an incredibly fun game. We had a board game version of it, I think. And that was a bit funny, where you had like electrostatic stickers that you could stick on the back of the map pieces or something, and then you had to find, or I don't know, it was a bit strange. Oh, elephants! Oh, Talia, this is where we put our elephants. They guard this tree. One of them is a king elephant. One of us would focus on the keyboard. See, that's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, honestly. And that's how you learn to type as well. Sleipnir. What is that? Or is that rather how they'd spell, like that's what you'd say to spell things? We've nearly finished mapping. Oh, is that a mythological horse name? Is this a horse name that we've heard? Who is this mythological horse? Okay, so we've got votes for Mr. Ed and Sleipnir. I'm very sorry, Miss Ovoid. I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Ed because saying Sleipnir is really difficult for me, and I'm getting tongue-tied already doing this tonight. But we're gonna stop and watch the elephants. Maybe Sleipnir can be his last name, so that spells mess. He can be mess. No, you want me, Ed? Is this like Blastoid all over again? Maybe it could be mead, like the drink, so we're slightly mythological. Or me, Ed. Loki's child. Loki had a... Wait, are we talking the comics? Or are we talking real? Okay, me, Ed. The horse is me, Ed, and we're going to take him for a trip around the world. But we're going to watch the elephants first because we've got them on all different angles. And we stopped and appreciated them last time because they all rock slightly and they're on a really good beat with each other. And we can see the different ways they've animated them. So we have ears going forward. And we've got some lifting trunks. And the way their trunk curls up and curls back. And just sort of taking this moment to notice little things. We're gonna go for a trip around the world, I think, now. I'm fairly sure we can do it. Can't guarantee we'll see whales. But we're gonna see how we go. I'm fairly sure we can ride on the shallows. So we're actually gonna go on the water for the whole way around. That's the plan. Steed Mead, my Mead steed, is on a trip. So where in the world is Steed Mead? And we may get a little lost while we're out here. But we'll see how we go. We'll always find our way back. Because what we did build was the Great Games Done Slow logo. And honestly, doing that was some of the most fun I've ever had. Because I've never done anything with such an idea. Steed Me goes through the weeds. I feel like we're gonna start a tongue twister, a tongue tying statement to say I'm doing real well today with talking. Gosh, how much shallows did I do? I'd also like to say, please notice, this was Eden's brilliant idea to build an arrow into each of our islands that we've got along the way. So I'd like to stop and appreciate Eden's genius so that we can find Gold Island. Or, you know, if you're a fan of anime like I am, we're looking for the One Piece. A horse riding move called Around the World. That is not, is this in dressage? And yes, Talia, we made the logo. That's what we were working on last night, was building this map. So once we sort of uncover what we've done, because I think it's a little fun revealing it little bit by little bit, I'll show you what it looks like on the paper that I copied. Here we are with another island. Because I just thought it'd be fun to have a mix of islands as we go as well. And we've got an arrow pointing our way around so we don't get lost. Are you putting F in the chat because you're dying? I know that's a meme. I'm up with the hip kids of today. Oh, Mr. Eid, Mr. Eid. He's not called Mr. Eid. That was my like year 8 PE teacher. Mead the steed. Got stuck for a minute. But we're finding our way around. Let's uncover this island. And here is originally what was Lion Island, which is full of gold. I have taken the lions out, but as you can see, I have fortified it, just so we've got a tiny little bit of challenge as we go around. Because this was absolutely chock-a-block full of lions. Oh, I left one! I missed a lion! But I think I counted them. I think I had like 26 or 27 lions. Steed me, built for speed. He is zipping around, isn't he? He's doing a great job. But we have got... Are we going to be able to scoot around? I don't think we're going to be able to get around. No! Steed Mead has been stymied. Oh! I know what you're talking about, Avoid. My friends used to do that. I couldn't do it on my horse. She was a thoroughbred and definitely did not like me spinning around on her. She was much too high strung for that sort of nonsense. But some of my friends could do it, and I was always kind of a little bit jealous. It is kind of cool. I don't think it's an official dressage move, although I would love to see that at the Olympics 2020 with the skateboarding and all that. We can do around the world gymnastics, horse gymnastics. So we've got to head back and go back around the other way, which will take us a little while to get there. But we've also got, in this time, we've also got a fair amount of meat. So, or food, rather. I don't think they called it meat in this. It's indicated by a steak, but it's just food. So I think we'll almost be ready to go up in age, which means we'll be able to do another little stretch. Pretty big ships, and we can go out whale watching as well. And again, we'll just take the time to sort of appreciate his sense of rhythm in the way that he builds. The way the lighting changes across his chest as he moves down and back up. It's really clever. Just taking time to notice these small things that we can see. Still not enough. We need one more building, so let's have a little bit of a look through. Can build a market. Markets are always good for progression and also diplomacy in this game. So if we're looking to send gold to our allies so that they stay being our allies, we can do that. Marketplace. Thank you so much for coming. We are chilling out with Age of Empires on a map that we built today, which is the logo for Great Games Done Slow. We are about halfway through discovering the map, and then we've got the right hand side to go back through with the Steed Mead, who was stymied at Gold Island, but we're getting there. But we're actually up to our progression for the next level, which means we're going to take a little stretch break as we level up. So we're just doing some simple stretches. So we're doing the first one. We can reach all the way up while we breathe in through our nose. And reach up as high as we can go, and just really feel the stretch along your spine as you straighten it out. And then breathe out through your mouth and just relax everything down. And feel everything come back into place and how good it feels to have it stretched. And get everything back. And we'll stretch up again and breathe in. And then back out. And then we can also do a couple of small ones where we can lift our shoulders without rolling them forward, because we all hunch over our desks like this, because I certainly do. Either that or I'm really bad, or I lay slack like this, which is also terrible. So trying to sit straight. And then we can raise our shoulders to our ears, and then we can roll them back and sort of concentrate on sliding your shoulder blades down. And then you can do it again. So it's almost like it's kind of a shoulder roll, but really concentrating on feeling how your shoulder blades move down. So we can lift shoulders up to ears as we breathe in, and then rolling our shoulder blades back. So we breathe out. Stretching feels good. I love stretching. Stretching is honestly some of the best parts of my day, because we all get weird and contorty when we're all sitting still in places. I have quite a sedentary job. That's the right word. And so just taking a little moment to really stretch out. I should have looked up some leg ones so that we could do our legs together. So if you know any leg ones, feel free to add them to the chat. I don't know any. I'm going to do one more big tall stretch. Breathing in and up. Breathing out. And relaxing. And we're nearly all the way out. What does Bo say? Stop giving them gold and heck them up. No, we are playing peaceful today, because today we are doing Great Games Done Slow. And that's all about well-being and peaceful play, and trying a different way to play games, to sort of showcase how video games can be used to benefit mental health in different ways. And this way, like tonight we're being friends. And that's our level up. And look at our fancy new place. We are really cute. And now what do we need? We've got a couple more requirements. I'm gonna get our builder Bob over cutting wood. And do we want to go out fishing? Maybe let's get some fishing boats almost on the go. And then we'll perhaps send a scout ship out, and we'll go have a look to see if we can find some whales, and we'll do some whale watching as well, because I really enjoyed that last time. Actually, we'll come along here and we'll finish the logo up down here, and then we'll check in on our boats. We'll go out fishing. We've almost got... Oh, they've already updated. We'll get some fishing units getting made. And then we'll go out whale watching. But after we finish the land map, I think. We'll sort of travel around with Steedmead. Oh, we're so close. We just can't touch the ocean. Oh, and that's our first fishing boat made. Steedmead seed a fish breed. Honestly, Talia, I'm giving you an award for the night for the most rhymed words with steed. As we go out to look for some fish, which I definitely placed a lot of, but who knows where I put them. I may not have put them here, which would have been useful because that's where I built my dock, but they may have a long way to travel. And just because there's a few people here, I do have a giveaway for today. I have TimeFrame and Lacuna Passage to give away as part of a humble bundle. I have so much trouble saying that. So if you have a PC and you like to game and you would like these games, let me know and I'll write your name down, because I have paper, I have a Luffy pen, and I have a hat, and that's how we're doing the giveaway at the end of the game. Hi Mehmet, it's nice to see you again. So if you're interested in them, both are, Lacuna Passage is a, what is that? That's a sandbox game where you're on Mars and you get to explore and survive. So I think it has great opportunity for being a bit mindful and taking some time for yourself. And then we have TimeFrame, which is, again, I think a bit of a narrative game where you sort of take time and see time change. I think you were seeing like lengths of time in a short period kind of thing, almost like a time lapse, I imagine. They're not games I'm personally familiar with, but when I read about them, they did sound really cool and something I think appropriate for the theme. Muzz sounds like fun. Ovoid, would you like to go down, write your name down on the list, and then I'll start pulling them out once we, I'll double check with everyone once we get the wonder built. And we can do that then. So yeah, just say, please put my name in the running in the comments if you would like to have your name added to the Mighty Ducks hat to possibly get a game today. Yes, please. I'm putting you down, and thank you so much for taking part. You're the first person. You have no idea how hard it's been to give away games. Okay, so we've got first one added to the list. There you are. I'm forwarding your name up. Sarah's here? Absolutely. And also Talia, we're taking a break and we're adding names. I'm so excited. This is my most successful giveaway because people are wanting to be given away to. Talia, you are down. And Sarah, I'm adding you down. And Alicia. Oh, Heather. Thank you so much everyone for participating. This means so much. Now I get to pull a name out of a hat. That might be the most exciting thing we do tonight. Like, yeah, we're gonna build a wonder and we're gonna infiltrate an island that's fortified with no enemies except for one lion I forgot to remove. But pulling a name out of the hat, that's gonna be my fun. Where are these fish? I put fish somewhere. Heather does me a trick, she does. Here's some fish, here we go. Can you get fishing? I've always liked this animation here as well. Can I continue, can I call you Heather, or would you like to continue being called Ovoid? Or Ovoid? Because I always found their jumping cycle really peaceful to watch. It's the same with the whales. Just watching some fish. Just always found it really calming. And after taking a break for that, we're gonna go back to Steed Mead. Oh, how dare someone take Void. That is so bad. It's such a cool emo name to have. I can't believe someone stole it from you. But noted, I will call you Heather now that I know who you are. I was like, who is this rando? So exciting having someone I don't know. We'll check in on our buddies. How are they going? See how much they've built. We might be the advanced group. I think maybe because I sent them as extremely passive. I think so. So we'll explore back up to the island on this side and then we can show you how accurate we were with our map. In representing the Great Games Done Slow logo. I can't believe a Canadian did something so cruel as to steal your name. I liked Incredibles 2. I was semi-worried it wasn't going to be good and then I actually did enjoy it. So that was fun. We've got an alligator, we've got to watch out. They're vicious. Hopefully we'll get past them. We've got to keep following our arrows up to Gold Island. Steed Mead is the unsung hero of everything. We've discovered another island. Oh, which has an elephant, and we are going to stop and appreciate this elephant and its time rocking. 1 lion, 1 alligator, 12 elephants. Maybe we'll be able to, you know what we'll be able to do? We'll check out Gold Island from both sides, but now that we know that we can't reach it, like we can't go the whole way around. But is it too soon for these kinds of jokes? But I'm wondering if we might be able to, if we go the back side, the first way we went, the left way around the island, we might be able to break through the wall without having to fight a lion at all. Yeah. I like to think we all win. Okay, so this is the last of the map, unless we count the rest of the ocean. So what we're looking at is, Kim can hold things up to a camera. That's the Lego. And I think we did a pretty great job building it yesterday. So I'm really, really happy. And now that we have discovered it, we're gonna race back to camp and we are gonna get started to break down these walls. I'm feeling like we'll land over here. I think that'll be a good idea. We'll do that. And then we won't have to fight a lion and we won't have to fight an alligator. So we're gonna take Mr. Steed the Mead back to safety. I don't want him to perish out here. I'd be so sad. Oh, checkpoint's already seen. I sent it to them first thing yesterday. As soon as I finished, I took a screen grab. And was like, look, it's the coolest. I'm so proud. Because I don't know, it was a bit like using paint. But also, this is the most successful thing. Steed Mead gives up on greed. No, Steed Mead is going to be so greedy. We're going to get all that gold. It's kind of funny playing this way because it's like, as a kid, I definitely didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait at all. We're stuck. We've been stymied again. Steed Mead's been stymied. Let's try another way. Always used to get bored. And so straight away it's like hitting enter and then coinage. The same as on The Sims. Used to write Rosebud and then it'd be colon, 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 space, colon, space. Steed Mead did some high-level dressage there, zigzagging through the reeds. I feel like I could do dressage commentary, I just need to lower my voice a little bit. As Steed Mead comes across the shallows here, coming over to the left-hand side island, he will pause and do a salute. And just because I did some dressage commentary, there's a salute for our steed, Mr. Eid, who's also called Mead, and our fishing boat has got stuck. If Steed Mead evolved into a dragon, that would be incredible. And we're going to get Bob, our builder. He's going to get over there and build us another dock because our fishing boat has run aground. Steed Mead, back to the stables. No, that's not the stables. I'm full of life. Steed Mead, where are your stables, Steed Mead? There they are. Back to your stables. We could have cavalry! But we'll watch you trot back. Such a good trot. Also, kudos to the guy riding him. He's lifted that spear for a very, very long time, and he hasn't got tired once. Ooh, when that stumble will cost Steed Mead in the final tally. Do you like my dressage voice? This is what I imagine they always sound like. They really can't afford to lose any more points in this round. I think that's 100% how dressage commentary works. Dressage commentary, because I love to watch the dressage and I love to watch the show jumping. It's so interesting, especially like show jumping. Fun fact, because that's one of my favorite things to watch during the Olympics, is that the horses don't actually see the course before they jump it, because the horses would remember it and they know how to do it. So they have all the riders go out and pace the course themselves, and then the first time the horses see it is when they have to jump it and do it all themselves. I love dressage Steed Mead too. Now where did our boat get stuck? All the way over here, and he's fishing. Where are you fishing? Out here. Okay, so we're gonna come up here and we're gonna build a dock on the right hand side. Or you know what, possibly even at the top. And we'll get our little boat to meet us round there. Because the ocean is big and confusing. Horses are way too smart, man. You can't be showing those horses these courses because they know what's going on. Okay, where do we throw Bob? We've lost Bob. Oh no, there he is. We've got our new Bob coming over this way to build us a dock so that our fishing boat will have a little bit of an easier time fishing. Sorry, Steed Mead helped boat be freed. He did. If we didn't travel the world with him, we wouldn't know that that boat was stuck. We would have just thought he was out here boating. And he wasn't. He was stuck. And he was sad because of it. So we're going to try and get him to use that, and then we are going to, I think, build another one, get another fishing ship going, fishing boat. And what kind of place do we want to build? We're going to build a temple, because Talia, I know you want this sound effect. This game has a lot more to it than you've led to believe. Who made you think there was nothing to it? This game is everything. And I feel like they only ever improved it. Okay, we're just going to go out on a quick fishing expedition, see if we can find some whales. We'll do some whale watching here today. It's exciting. We've had some great weather and we've had lots of reports of whales up off the coast. So we're going to go out and have a look for them. Welcome to, what do we call this fishing ship? Boat. The Rising Waters. That's what we've called the boat now because that's all I could think of. Thank you for coming to Rising Waters Discovery Tours, heading out on our whale watching expedition. Oh no, where are the whales? We definitely put some out here. Oh, we've had a spot, we've had a breach. If you look over to the right, over to your right and then over to your left, we actually have multiple whale sightings here. We've just got to be patient. Beautiful. And then over to the left again. Oh. It's like they're traveling. We travel further out, see if we can spot some more. Alicia, have you seen any whales since you've moved to Australia? I feel like you should go down, look, you and both should go down to the coast. Oh, there's another one, we're up close. See if it'll break right near the boat. Everyone over to the left-hand side and get a good view. Oh, wasn't that close? We all got wet there. Oh yeah, you should definitely go and travel and see some. I think we get, I actually don't know if there's too much whale watching in Victoria. I would have no idea. I feel like there must be down at Port Phillip. I don't know, there's a bay here. Okay, we're gonna make a priest. We don't have enough gold for a priest. I am instantly sad because I really wanted to get that sound effect for Italia. I'm so sorry. I'm not entirely sure why I'm building quite pacifist buildings right now, because we do need some heavy military. Like, we kind of need some military to take down that wall, but I was so caught on doing our nice fun stuff that I didn't think of it. Do the whales ever break the boats? No, there's nothing like that in this sort of one. There's no consequences. It's way too early for consequences of actions. Lead steed me to gold to succeed. Oh my god, Talia, you bring me life. Also, you've made me much more poetic than I actually am. I love it. Eden, I remember you wanted to see a Flying Dutchman, so maybe we'll take some boats up there and see how we go. I'm trying to remember, maybe we've got some barracks, don't we? What can we get over in our barracks? Get battle axe. My strategy in this game when I was a kid was always just build a giant wall like this around your island and then have a million sentry towers so no one could get close. Yeah, we can build a Flying Dutchman. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ships that we can get, but I'm not sure. It may depend on what civilization, what empire we play as. We need 800 gold, so we better get over there, fam. Here we go. We'll take an axeman. We'll take... We need... Nope. We need gold to do all these things. So we're going to take... We'll build a light transport. And we're going to take some axemen over to knock down a wall. We will see if we can get the Flying Dutchman. I don't know. It depends. It very much depends on what civilization you are playing as. Okay, so we're gonna take these guys. And we're going to take Steed Mead. And we'll take Bob. And we'll take one more axe guy. No, we won't. We will take no more axe guys. How many people are on my boat? We're still waiting for my axe people to come. We're going to go knock down a wall with axes. This is the most brilliant plan we've ever had. Someone on Tumblr said they built walls, but they were out of gates, which enemies couldn't get past. You can't build gates in this one. Gates weren't an invented technology in 1997. We had to wait for the next game. I feel like for a base game, they did an excellent job. Okay, everyone's on the boat. Let's go unload our boat over on this island. Just so we can sneak past the Lion King that I don't want to have to fight. I'd hate to fight him. It's probably Mufasa, and we all know how that ends. Oh, we've got a beautiful whale on our left there as well. We may see more as we travel out here. To this side of the island. Oh, I think that was either a bird disappearing or a whale. Alright, here we come around. We're going to go land. Pepperneckers. Thanks, Bob. Bob's beautifully quotable. So insightful. Actually, you know what we should do? Change our mind. Because we can do that. We can have a plan and then adapt. We're going to unload on this shoreline. And hopefully there's enough room. Because I think the small wall will have significantly less health. And everyone, please attack that. Oh no, I don't think I can. Oh, they're all on the boat again. I may have ruined everything for us. Oh my gosh, I think we've taken control of this wall. How did we do that? I've ruined my life. I think we're stuck. I've made something that can't be done. I thought we'd be able to break it down, but because it wasn't ours, but now we have actually. You know, birds are just the waves of the sky. But we have hit a problem. We are going to need a way to get around this because we cannot get in. Does that work? Oh, beautiful. And we're adapting, everyone. And we're leveling up. And then we'll go get our real gold. We put a flag on it. We did not, personally, we did not put a flag on it. But see how it's a blue flag? We are player blue. So this was actually, when I built it, was just Gaia. And obviously by discovering it, we have taken control of it. And because I have not... Control D? Nope, that took me to the dock. Breach the wall. We're trying. We've just given ourselves some money. We're leveling up, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to build a catapult, and we're going to knock it down that way. Because there is, see that is on select, not delete like I was hoping. So we are currently stuck, but we are working around it, and we are leveling up. We're halfway there, and then we're going to go, and we're going to get this guy to build a house quickly. And then we're going to build some catapults, and we're going to knock some things down, hopefully, and we will find a way in there. We will. For Rohan and the Red Dawn, we will find a way past that wall. We always need to do the bit from Helm's Deep, but I don't want to smash my Luffy pen because it's my favourite thing in life. I'd like to say Steve Me tried real hard. Doesn't this game let you get a priest and a horn and you march around it 7 times and the wall comes down? I don't know. I don't think so. And we're on our last 20% of leveling up. So we're going to stick with this and we're just going to stretch again because we're going to be able to do this. We took some quick buck and it'll be fine. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is Age of Empires 2 that started introducing things like that. It's the set you could delete troops. You could also, I think you could stack. So if you wanted multiple troops, you could just go da 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 da. Oh, look at our beautiful village. All right, so let's make a new guy. We're going to start building some catapults or something, and then we're going to knock this wall down because I have not made this impossible for myself because I am getting a wonder. I am so determined to get a wonder. Although I can see we've got some sort of upgrade on our fighting ships. So what have we got here? Granary storage pit. A wonder! We can already build it, we just need some gold. We can build one of those. Let's get some food going. Gotta find some fish first, there we go. Steed Mead could not proceed, but he will get gold. Guaranteed. If that's not Harry McClary, I don't know what is. Are these guys still getting fish here, or are you just having a moment? Let's get some more fish, guys. We need some more food. Because we are building things here. Hopefully gonna get some catapults. Or get something. We're leveling things up. We are doing things. Oh, this is terrifying. We can research ballistics, so let's do some of that. We'll get educated. How nice is our town center? It looks so good. We've got some hoplites. Hopefully we've got... Can we build siege weapons? No. Let's keep building more and more dangerous things. And hopefully we will discover... I feel like we're in the wrong empire to build something so dangerous. Oh, these are called triremes. My whole life has been a lie. So this whole time I've always thought they were called triremes. I don't know why. It's been 30 years and I've just noticed. But we're going to see if we can shoot down the wall with that. Honestly, the town centers are some of, like, let's appreciate, like, our houses too. Our houses are amazing. They look incredible. Like, there's tons of little things. We can have a horse archer. That's fun, but we still won't be able to tell him to attack things. Here we go, siege workshop. We're getting there. We have learnt things, and we're getting more and more dangerous as we go along. We have all the stone in the world. Let's get all these stone guys on deforestation. Is there anything else we can do here that may help us? No. Look at this beauty. Can I get you to attack a wall? Maybe not. We'll get you over there anyway to try and help. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to select a location to put things. And with our catapults, and that we might be able to just put them out there and then tell them to just throw rocks at a place on the map, and we'll be able to knock down this wall. I didn't think this through when I built this morning very quickly before I went to work. I was like, quickly just put a wall around it, it'll make it tough. And I didn't know how tough. Steve Mead had so much greed. He would succeed till he took an arrow to the knee. Here we go. We're going to build one stone thrower. And hope. Hope like hell. Do the bird noises mean anything? It means there's a bird. Other than that, it's just I put birds in the map, so there's bird noises. It's probably just part of sounding fun. What if the real steeds were the means we made along the way? It's all about the journey, right? We need so much wood. Everyone get chopping. We're gonna need so much gold as well. Oh, that's our first stone thrower. Stand ground, attack ground. Here we go. Oh, perfect. That's all we ever needed. Let's watch them go. I always appreciated the way these guys rolled. They always made me happy for some reason. Also the fact that they can move with no one pushing them, which I'm fairly sure couldn't happen. So this is our plan. We're going to tell him to attack some ground. Oh look, perfect timing with our boat. Beautiful. Everything is coming together. How that's going to fit in there, we don't question. And then we head back. And this is all going to be fine. Steve Mead's going to watch from over here because I don't want him to suffer any casualties. I've lost an axeman. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Please also come to this island. Which is pointing, see, it's pointing directly where I need to attack to get through. Everything's going to be fine. What we might also do is I'm going to get some people up here because we're going to need a lot of gold really fast. So we're going to have a little bit of meeting after the stone throwers up there. We're going to send these guys, the boat back to pick up these guys, and we'll get them up there to get the gold as fast as we can. So that we didn't have to cheat too much. Just a little bit. And maybe if we weren't playing so pacifistically, that's a word, we may not have even needed to do this in the first place. Steed Mead leads the stampede. Beautiful, Eden. Absolutely wonderful. Get everyone up there. Okay, the boat's here. We'll head back to pick up our wonderful people, and now we're gonna try and knock a wall down and hope it works. There we go. Oh, we don't need to click it multiple times. But that little horn, Heather, was you're under attack. Obviously we're doing this ourselves, and we're just going to send some gold over to our friends just so they stay our buds as well while we have a chance. I love the timing on this being knocked down as well, like the way he throws it. We'll take our little mindful moment. He's doing a wonderful job. We're nearly there. He's doing a great job. All we ever needed was that stone purple. And we're nearly in. There we go. So if we knocked it down, we'll get him out of the way. Steed Mead in first, honestly. Because he deserves it. Let's get in there, have a look. Look at that gold, even though you can't do much. Scout for a place to put a storage pit, hey? Like right there, X marks the spot. It's almost like we did it on purpose. Steed Mead will not concede, he will succeed. Mindful Monuments of Destruction, that's the name of my album. When I finally record my emo album. And we've got, these guys are going to be our gold collectors. We'll get them on a ship. And let's get them back over here as well. And let's watch the construction of our storage pit, and we're like this close to getting on our way to building a wonder. We've nearly got everything. Here we go, let's get that gold. And we're gonna have a quick little search through. Heavy cavalry. See if we can get some more gold off of people by researching something. I would also consider, here we go, +3 gold mining. Let's add that to us because that's what we need the most of. This is almost. And by that I mean it definitely was a flawed map, because without having access to any gold, I don't think we would have been able to get to it. But really we didn't need much either. Here we go, let's get started. Everyone get on that gold. Oh my gosh, this is perfect metaphoric writing for emo albums. I love it. And Steed Mead has been all about our success. We couldn't have done it without him. An hour-long track about watching for whales. What do the whales represent though? The fact that they only come to the surface every now and again. Are they our emotions? Or is it more than that? Just checking on all our people. Oh, we can get more mine productivity, but I don't know if that's what we need right now. I don't want to spend gold to get more gold at the moment. So we work towards a wonder. Steed Mead, the real MVP. We'll give him a little like for hanging out and doing amazing things. We need to build more houses. I'm loving this song in the comments. Whales are hope. My emotions, like a whale in this dark and tortured times, surfacing to breathe. Without gold, I succumb to thee. Sorry, I'm not great at rhyming, but honestly, I think your verse has been amazing. There we go, we got some houses going. So you on a boat. Boat, stay there, please. Sorry, I'm gonna look really close to see the picture. We've got a horse with a medal. Aww. Steed Mead, he deserves it. I don't know, I think I've talked, I was going to ask, like, do you guys have any questions about Checkpoint that I may possibly be able to answer? I don't know if I will, but I guess I've actually talked to all of you a fair amount about how much I love Checkpoint and what they do, so I don't know, I feel like be on topic. I was a shipwreck upon the seabed. Also, are we Screamo, Ben? I'm just going by all the caps lock. We're definitely Screamo. Oh, we are getting gold fast. We're doing such a good job. Are there any other little mindful areas you guys would like to sort of watch while we wait for our last little bits? We could even watch these guys be in time. Like, this is beautiful. Just watch them collect our gold for us. Makes me feel a little bit like a corporate CEO. They do all the work, they get paid nothing, and then I reap all the benefits. And after they do this, they're all going to have to come back to the mainland to build our wonder for us, because wonders take a while. It may take a while to ship them back as well, because I've got how many? I may have to leave one here to die. Has this experience been beneficial to me? Actually, yeah. I've found it really good to play this a different way and to play so calmly. Oh, thank you, Brody, for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. Getting donations makes me want to do a spiel about Checkpoint every time, but thank you so much for your donation. Checkpoint is a charity here that supports mental health for gamers here in Australia, and it's just, yeah, incredible. I did throw my goal super high today because this is my last stream, and we've actually raised way more than I ever thought would be possible for myself, and it's really, really touching that you have donated. But definitely, Talia, back to your question, I have found this beneficial to do. I've found it incredibly calming to take the time to do this and just take small moments, because I definitely never play games with mindfulness in mind. I do play games, I guess, to be mindful, I guess, to be in the moment, to help myself concentrate and have a focus and be aware. But I've never played them with the intention of breaking them down so mindfully, taking time to stretch, making sure I take time to breathe, particularly when in a game like this. I think the challenge was making sure I play it slow, because that's part of the campaign, and taking time, because normally, particularly when I played this as a kid, it's about being as fast as possible with all your clicks all the time, because you are trying to get one up on your opponents. So by having our opponents actually be our allies, it means that we can take time. I'm just going to move this little person here so this little guy can get out. There we go. And I found that, yeah, really, really good to do, because it's not something that comes to me easily. Mindfulness is something that I work on all the time to help with anxiety and my unstable moods with being bipolar, and it helps me manage my day-to-day because I am not on medication. So yeah, definitely taking these 4 days to stream has been incredibly good for me, and I'd say even in particular with Ollie passing away, it's helped me process the grief a little bit in having moments to focus on something else and taking a little care of myself by doing this as well. It's been, yeah, really, really good. So thank you for asking. I actually also, I'm going to throw the question back to you. Have you found it good to I don't know, has it been something that you can relax watching? Have I been able to help that feeling? As we've now completed our task of collecting hopefully enough gold. This should be enough gold for a wonder. And hopefully by the time we get back we'll have enough food as well. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. That really means a lot. This has been, I've really enjoyed this. And I can't say enough how much I appreciate anyone who has been so kind and so generous to donate. It's absolutely incredible. Mental health and mental health awareness and people looking after themselves is something I feel incredibly passionate about, and the fact that people have taken time out of their day and money out of their wallet to help contribute to something that I care so much about is just really beautiful, and I appreciate absolutely every single person who has taken the time to donate. Just blows my mind. It's so kind and so generous. I can't say the word incredibly. I feel like I'm occasionally getting like, I sort of think of that guy from The Incredibles where right at the start the Bon Voyage guy is French and he's like incredible, and he says it really strange because he's French. And I love you too. Look at these beautiful whales we get to go past as we, oh, that was so close to the boat. Wonderful. It's just a beautiful experience. I'm looking for our boats out here. We're not fishing anymore, they're slack boats. It's like, do they even want a wonder? Do they not want to marvel at the world? I don't want to fish the whale. Where are the other fish that I put out here? Is it okay if I fish the whale? There we go, we got some there. Okay, let's build our wonder near our elephant tree. I think they'll appreciate it. We have started building. Thank you so much for your feedback. I really appreciate it. It is definitely something I have enjoyed doing, and it is nice to hear that what I envisioned has actually come to fruition. And it's been good, and it's been hard to do, and also really enjoyable. I think I don't know, it's been a challenge, and because I never get to be on the receiving end of when I stream or really make a video, it's been nice to actually hear. We do have a sacred elephant tree. We are building a shrine to the elephants, our beautiful elephants, who are definitely very lovely to watch. I don't know, I feel like the pacing for the animations on the timing in which they do the loop is really meditative to watch. I feel like maybe if I space these guys out a little more, this could be a bit more meditation, like a bit more mindful to watch. So I feel like they're just a little too close to each other. Here we go. That feels less frantic. Oh, that makes me feel better. They're almost in a sequence, a little roll down in a way. It's much more mindful to watch. And we're getting this done slowly. We might bring some more people onto it. We've got some woodcutters. So we'll drop their things off at the town centre, and then we'll get them to help out. Then we can just take the time to watch our wonder being built. Okay, look at them head off to work. Excuse me. Oh, they look beautiful in time when they're in a line. I love this. I'm going to send them to work on the wonder one at a time, so hopefully I can space them out a little bit and we can get just a nice ring going around. Everyone coming together to build, I'm sure there is a metaphor in this. one lucky builder. He gets to walk amongst the elephants. So blessed. Oh no! He tried to kill an elephant and he got killed. That was an accidental click. He's just gonna have to stay there then. I feel like Lord Farquaad now. Some of you may die. And that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. As we build our wonder, do you guys want to do one more stretch? Because then we'll be in the final little countdown for this. As we count down from 2000. Once it gets to that, I might make, let's make us, oh no. This is our scout ship. I was going to say let's make us a scout ship and let's see if we can discover the world once the wonder is built. But I feel like maybe we'll do one more stretch. We'll wait for it to hit 100 HP and then we'll do one little bit more stretch. And yeah, I don't know. We'll take a bit of a mindful moment, do some breaths, enjoy the pace of almost like a run around of how they build. It's almost like a waterfall. I think that'll be really good. Alright, we're about to hit 100 HP, so we'll do a couple of stretch ups. And breathe in. It's really hard to do around your headphones. Breathe out as you relax. And then come up again. Really high spine. Really straight, stretching. Relax. And we'll do one more. Coming up, stretch. Then relax and breathe out. And do a couple of shoulder rolls if you feel like it. Really concentrating on how your shoulder blades kind of roll down. And that's made me feel better, and we're almost, I can't do maths, we're a fifth and a bit of the way to our wonder. Oh no! Our friends are killing our elephants, but we can't stop them because if we attack them, the elephants protect themselves. It's okay. He's probably got plenty of health too. Look, see, they're trying to kill the king. He's got lots of health. He's still got half his health. Hopefully no one else will come and he'll be fine. Eden, you've said... It is nice not having to worry about being attacked. That's sort of where the stress of this game comes in, is because you don't know at what level your enemies are progressing. So you're always under the stress of having to try and beat someone who you don't know how far they are either. So you just it's almost like a race against yourself, because if you go too slow, then you're going to be attacked. So it is nice to play knowing that I am not going to get attacked. Like, I have occasionally sent a little bit of gold over to our buds. Oh, they're going to have another stab at the elephant, quite literally. He's coming out to get them. Don't know if he's going to walk there fast enough though. They are just doing it for the food. Oh, he lives another day. I think the next guy might get him though, unfortunately. It's a little sad, but he's tried. And there's lots of games that don't have combat, like other sandbox games or things like Stardew Valley, where you're allowed to just play at your own pace. And that's something in life as well. You just go at your pace, because your speed is fine for whatever you're doing. You will actually get there because you're always moving towards it. And I think playing like this sort of highlights that. I think other games that I can think of, there's the Yonder Cloud Chronicles as well, which is an Australian game. I think they're Sydney or Brisbane developers, don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly sure they're up north, which is another game without combat, and you just explore the world and have a look and see how things go. And I think you can find games that, like, there's lots of puzzle games and things like that where it isn't combat focused. And I think definitely there's a myriad of games that, you know, my selection of games that I know is very, very small. So there'd be all kinds of games, like even just puzzle games and that sort of thing. Platformers, you're not often in combat, you're just completing the platform. But even, gosh, what did I play recently? It was a very short game. Hang on, I'm going to look at my phone and be rude. At Games Club. Which I now cannot find. I have lost my Games Club information. Oh, it's called Refunct. That's what it was called. REFUNCT. Not Respect, but that was a platformer and a puzzle game, but there was no punishment. And that's something we get a lot in video games, is they punish you so that you can aim to succeed. Yes, Emily, that's correct. That's the one, I just thought of it. It was absolutely wonderful that I played at Games Club, and it was another one that, yeah, you're playing, but you don't actually, by not having that punishment, you can play quite peacefully and calmly and take the time to explore. Have you played Refunct then, Emily? I'm very sad the elephant has died as well. We almost got through the whole thing. I was a little worried that perhaps that could happen, because I did put them in the world and we have the allies and they hunt them to eat. Whereas I was just aiming for the berries. We were being vegetarian, as much as the berries end up looking like steak. We're over halfway on our wonder as well, which is pretty amazing. We're so close. What did you think of Refunct? Did you enjoy it? It was interesting at Games Club. Some people had... Oh, you played it at Games Club? Were you there? I'm so sorry. Because we had a really interesting discussion where some people felt like there was a sort of sinister vibe about it. I personally really enjoyed it. I found it really bright and it was something I needed at the time as well. %, done on our wonder. We are so close. And as we're working towards the end, I'm gonna do the giveaway once the wonder is built. I might give it to, it'll start counting down from 2,000 years, so I'll give it to 1,500. So if there are any people now watching who would like to be in the giveaway, I'm giving away TimeFrame and Lacuna Passage as part of a humble bundle. It's like 5 for 5 in not saying that correct. And one, Lacuna Passage is a sandbox game where you are exploring Mars. There is a bit of an exploration aspect, there is a survival aspect as well, but I feel like it's going to be something where you can go at your pace. And then TimeFrame, it's kind of like seeing, it sounded like you're seeing a time lapse, but there's a bit of a story in there as well. And it's got a really cool 3D blocky art style. So if you want to be into it, please just like write, I want to be in the giveaway in the comments, and then I will add your name to the hat and I will pull it out as soon as we've counted down a little bit to give people time to enter, because I know there is a bit of a delay on the stream. It was very visual and I did like the self-pace. I felt like the parkour, there were harder levels and then there was the quite easy aspect to it, and I feel like it encouraged you to sort of push the boundaries a little bit yourself and how you did actually jump around the level, and I really liked that. And I did feel like not having any instructions, I feel like some games can suffer for it, but I felt like this one, because there was no punishment or anything, it worked well, because then the feeling of self-discovery, particularly as you parkour, I don't know, really added to, for me, like the happiness of the game, because it was my own feeling of achievement and I was setting my own goals as well. You know, for being 3/4 of the way done, we have not got much happening down here at the base. But I guess, I don't know, we could probably take a lesson in that, I'm sure. You know, you can be closer than you think and not feel like you're almost there. And we're all still working towards it. and each little step counts. I guess that could be also applied to a mental health journey as well if we're getting really metaphorical, because I sometimes feel like that, where because everyone talks about it being a journey and like that means it's got to have a destination, but I feel like if you look at it as a day by day thing, you're managing day by day, and you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, but the point is that overall your journey is just taking you towards improvement. How'd I go with being philosophical? It's not something I strive at, but we try every now and again. Yeah, Heather, it's kind of funny, like, I was expecting a few more stages of development in the Wonder, being able to see a little bit more be added. But I have always liked that there are at least like 3 steps per things. Like I always liked the little sandbar when we first build the dock and that sort of thing. It was just always, I don't know, a cute little aspect. You didn't need to show that sort of thing. You could have just had these guys here in a blank square and I would have assumed they were building something, but the fact that it is showing the progress, just, I don't know, it gives you a little visual representation of how things are going. Thanks, Heather. Philosophy is not my greatest thing, and definitely not metaphors and similes and things like that, but I try. I'm definitely not a writer or anything like that, but I don't know, I think we can take little life lessons out of things. If we really think about it, you know, if we want to apply things to, apply meaning to stuff, because that's the intelligent way to say it, but it's definitely not something I've sort of done a lot of since high school. I feel like in uni and high school they give you a lot of do all your critical thinking, find meaning and things like that. And I think that's all well and good. A lot of, like, a fair amount of the time you can find meaning in things, but sometimes it's okay to just to enjoy things how they are and they don't have to have a deeper meaning. And as much as this has been incredibly mindful, it is just a game that I absolutely love. And just being a part of it and being chill has just been a wonderful experience without having any overlay to it either. Oh, the soundtrack, we were talking about that the first stream. 95% Natalia, because I've always found this music so calming. Here, are we ready? I feel like I should drum roll because it's about to go up in just one fell swoop, which I love as a saying. Here we go, 97. Oh, I have so much anticipation. I can't wait to see this. This is going to look so good next to our elephants. Here we go, 99. Woo! We completed a wonder and we are going to win if it stands for 2,000 years. You know, this is all I wanted all week, was to build a wonder and win by completing a wonder, and now we have built it and it is absolutely beautiful and it looks wonderful next to our elephants, who are no longer a circle of elephants, but that's okay. They tried. They're harvesting for food. This is so wonderful. I don't know what to do with our people now that they've built things. I guess we'll put them back to work, but there you go, you guys can all chop wood. Now that just has to stand there for 2,000 years. No one's going to come and attack it. We don't have to put up 3 million gigantic walls to look after it. And it looks so beautiful. I'm so happy with it. Learn how to be as deeper meaning in high school. I feel like that's where we all learn it, because that's where they tell us we're meant to be doing that with things. Like, it's the only way to think is by pulling meaning out of nothing sometimes. So I thought while we wait for that 2,000 years counter, which is the blurriest thing ever, that a similar noise to getting a priest? I don't... Do we have enough gold for a priest? Let's do that. Talia, we're going to build you a priest. And also, this is going to be the last call out for the giveaway. I've got 4 names in here. I'm pretty sure. Who have I got? Just making sure. I got Alicia. I got you, Heather. I got Sarah. And I got Talia. Is that everyone? Is that everyone for the Mighty Ducks hat? We'll give you a few more years on the countdown for the wonder before I pull a name out of the hat, and then we'll try and transfer it all and hope that it does activate. Apparently I haven't had any issues, I don't think, so far with my activation, so fingers crossed that continues. Here we go. We got a priest. Let's see if we can convert someone. I don't think I can convert an ally. Submit names to the Mighty Duck like Sirfetched. I don't know if we can convert them. We can't. We're gonna have to go on an Did someone get injured? Who is injured? If we injure, let's go on we're gonna do a little experiment. We're gonna injure this bit of wall. And now we're gonna take our priest on a trip. We're gonna take our priest on a fishing trip, on a boating trip, and we're gonna see if we can heal our wall so we can hear the wolololo. Priests move slower than the average villager, but even then they still have a nice walking animation. Like, everything is just so well timed in this game. Like, as much as everything about the game is generally high stress, like if you take the time to watch the little bits. What kind of priest can't walk on water? He's probably not leveled up enough, to be honest. He maybe could. Probably Age of Empires 2. Although I would like to pose a question. If he walks inside the boat and the boat is on the water, does that count as walking on water? We will get some more dressage in as well. We'll pick Steed Meat up while we're over here. We'll try heal our wall, just so we can hear wolololo. Oh, Eden! You are totally knowledgeable about all things Age of Empires. Heather, I'm really sorry, I don't think they can walk on water even eventually. We'll pick up Steve Mead, we'll run him out here. And we're gonna run out of time. So, okay, hang on. We're doing too many things. We're gonna pick up an Axeman. We'll take him round to the lion, because I get the feeling the lion is stronger. Can I convert a lion to my party? Let's try convert the lion first, and then we'll attack him. The one lion I accidentally left on the map. Here we go. See if we can get... We cannot convert a lion. Let's just walk our axeman nearby, and we're gonna have to get him on a boat though pretty fast. Here, lion. Here, lion. See if damaged? Okay. We've taken a little, we've been attacked a little. Come on, get on the boat. And now we'll put them over here. And we'll heal him and we'll see if this works for us. Okay, everyone shh and listen. We got one in, we got it. Oh, there we go. Eden, that was a brilliant idea. And now we're down to 1,000 years. So I'm assuming everyone in here are the people for the giveaway. So here's the hat. We're not looking in the hat, just like all professionals. And the name coming out is Sarah! Congratulations, you have won the Humble Bundle. I'm gonna have to figure out how to give it to you because you can't comment. So I'm guessing we are possibly on Instagram. I don't know, Talia, since you were talking for Sarah, if you'll be able to help me get in contact with her. I might be able to message her on Instagram or something and send her the code or send her an email. I'm glad you have all enjoyed the Wolololo, and congratulations, Sarah. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed these games and take some time for yourself when you play them. Yay, Sarah says IMG. Cool. Where would you guys like to go with Steed Mead? Alright, Tali, we'll message after we close the stream down just so I can keep talking to you guys for the last 1,000 years. Oh, I wish I had like cotton stuff so I could grow a beard for 1,000 years. But Steve Me could go kill the alligator, perhaps. I don't know, is that an adventure? He's got to go a long way to do it. You can pass on the code. Thank you so much. It's so fun to do a giveaway. I'm so excited. It was so fun to have people participate in a giveaway. It's been so hard all week to get people to say, yes, I will take free things. So I really, really appreciate so many people putting their name down. Long live Steed Mead. He's just doing a victory lap because we have won and this is amazing. And it's been so much fun taking part in Great Games Done Slow. But you can see so much, like we can see fish. Can appreciate the size of the ocean. So it says message on Insta. Ah, beautiful. I do have your message there. Alright, Sarah, I'll send you the code once I finish this up. Thank you so much for getting in contact with me. I was going to say you can message me on Instagram, but not Instagram, YouTube, but they just shut down private messaging. And there's no way to whisper or anything in chat anymore, or yet, rather, unlike Twitch. Twitch has a lot of more functionality in those aspects, but as this is where my audience usually is, it felt like a good idea to stream here. But if you've enjoyed watching and relaxing playing video games, there are tons of other people taking part in Great Games Done Slow, which they're all doing a myriad of things. Most of them I think are over on Twitch, which if you search the hashtag GGDS, generally a lot of people have it in their stream names and you'll be able to see what they're doing. I've caught some people playing Elder Scrolls, there have been people playing like Guitar Hero, there have been people playing Kind Words, which is a game where people write notes out sort of into the ether. Oh, let's do a victory lap around our wonder with Steed Mead. and in kind words people write notes and then you can respond, and it's just really nice and low key and wonderful. Let's do a victory lap around our wonder. I think that'll be really fun. Steve Mead, we couldn't have done this without you. He's gonna go the long way between the elephants to do his lap. We'll do a few times. And I want to just say again, thank you so much to everyone who has donated over the course of my streams. It means an incredible amount to see so many people being kind and generous and understanding and wanting to talk about mental health and mindfulness, and it's just been, yeah, really great, and thank you again from the bottom of my heart for your generosity. Checkpoint does so much that I love. As I've mentioned before, they have the web series online for free which you can watch, and that explains a lot of mental illness and things and how to use video games and how they are beneficial. And they do the AFK rooms, which are part of conventions where if you're starting just to feel really overwhelmed, or if you need a little space to chill out for a minute, rest your feet, wind down, sort of take a little time, like we've talked about mindfulness, just have a moment for yourself in amongst all the crowds. You can visit the AFK rooms and just wind down there. They have the Coping Companion deck, which is something that's been released recently, which is a deck of cards with different coping strategies that you can use. So you can sort of pick one day by day, or if you know, just are having a hard time at the moment or at any moment in the future, you can have a look and pick something up. They had multiple artists work on them, which is great that they're supporting local artists and just independent artists and that sort of thing. And yeah, they have the Discord where you can chat. They are also paired with Patch Gaming, where you can chat and play games and hook up with people who want to talk, you know, in a destigmatized way about mental health, because that's very important, being in an open space where you can talk that kind of thing. I can't read our little, I think we're down to our last 100 in the corner. We've nearly finished our victory lap with Steve Mead. But this has been a really wonderful stream, and thank you so much for everyone coming along. Thank you, Brody, for your donation tonight. It really means a lot, and thank you to everyone who has donated over the course of the week. Watch out for alligators, let's not get Steve Mead attacked. Gonna finish with full health. And we've got our wonderful Great Games Done Slow logo. Done beautifully in this scenario builder. Oh, we can visit with our little elephant. Thank you so much, Alicia, as well. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful comments. How much have I made for charity in the end? I cannot read the little bar at the top of my screen, so if you can see it, but with $20, I think that brings me up to $290, which is, my original goal was 100. So I've done so much more than I expected, which is just absolutely incredible. And it's just been really fun, and I think there's been I had a look at the what's it called, the campaign earlier today, and I think they had nearly 4,000 raised, which is absolutely amazing. So just a quick round of applause to everyone who has actually been taking part, and a big thank you to everyone's generous people who have donated and helped raise that much for Checkpoint. Heather, you're off to buy a deck? Oh, that's wonderful. I really hope you enjoy it. And that's our victory lap. We've made it the whole way around. I think we're down, possibly, is that a 1? 110? 100? Who knows? They're just pixels now, aren't they? Oh, we're down to our last 100 views now. That must be 99, 98. Can't believe we made it. We only had to use a small cheat. So we travel back. I'm gonna race the clock a little bit, see if we can get back to the Wonder in time with Steep Mead. Unless there's anywhere you guys would like to stop and watch along the way. We can watch elephants or fish or anything. Yeah, you know what? I just want to watch the fish end towards the end because I find them calming. So always try to count them. Hey, there we go! Woo! We are victorious. Thank you for all of your support in Great Games Done Slow. So that's the end of the stream for tonight. Thank you so much for coming, and like I said earlier, this is my last stream for Great Games Done Slow, but it does not... Oh! I got another donation, Eden! Thank you so much! Thank you, it's so kind of you. Does that bring me up to an even 300 or something? Really, so much love, because we're also into K-pop a little bit. We'll do that. It means so much to do this, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is my last stream because originally Great Games Done Slow was only running for the week, but it actually has been extended, so it is running for 2 weeks, so it is running onwards until the 28th of September. So if you do want to see other streamers and hang out and chill out with tons of really cool people, 310? What? Ah! That's amazing! Yeah, I'm so flummoxed now. No, thank you. But yeah, if you want to hang out with other really chill streamers, some lovely people, go check out Twitch. There are so many people there who are doing it. And just, yeah, really hang out, take some time for yourself. And thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your donations tonight and earlier in the weeks as I have been streaming. And I really hope you have enjoyed this game and the way we've been playing it and taking time for yourself and the talk about mental health and looking after yourself and all the stretching in the world. We can do one more stretch to finish, maybe, I don't know. And thank you for participating in the giveaway, Sarah. I really hope you enjoy the games. Let me know what you think about them. And yeah, have a good night, guys. So yeah, we'll sign off. We'll do that really awkwardly and that'll be it. Bye.